Well, good Thursday morning. This is day 3. So we were out of here earlier this morning. It's 8:30 because we're driving a lot further today than we did yesterday. So it was a nice, peaceful night here in the KOA. Well,
There's something making noise there.
yeah,
What is it?
it might be the bottles of booze. Here I am talking on here.
Oh,
Bob's hearing some kind of a vibrating thing, but I think it's the one little cabinet that we,
sounds like something rubbing against each other.
yeah.
Do you want to hear that all the way?
No, we don't, honey, but what do you want me to do?
Well, you have to stop recording so we can go check it out.
Okay, sorry folks, I need to stop here. Sorry, I had to do a little break there to follow directions to get going. The easy part is when we came out of the park, we turned right, very briefly, and then left onto Mount Shasta Boulevard, and just stayed on that the whole way. And turned into, well, the mountain is so large next to us. Of course, by the time I get my camera on, it's gone behind trees. But we're heading east, and the sun is just, you can see it up there, beating on us, so it's really hard to see. Slowly turn this way. Mountain up here back there. You can see the mountain through the trees. Not having very good luck this morning, am I, with folks, with it? Trying to show you something so awesome. I'll get back in front because now we're even curving more towards south. Now real fast there. You see it through there? There it is a little bit. Oh. So often it appears there in the camera. Trying to look at the side window. See, I'm over here strapped in. Okay, I got enough. Come back around. Saying goes, you can see the forest through the trees. I keep tilting my camera thinking it'll show it more. I realize that it's looking out a window on the other side of the motorhome. Beautiful blue sky today. Okay, I'm going to get off. There it is again. come to a stopping point. They're doing construction up the road, so they have it down to one lane. So here we are stopped. Now I can talk about that FedEx truck that passed us that we caught up with. Did you know there's a hidden arrow in there? In their logo name? I never knew that, and I even forgot it once Bob told me. And then yesterday I said, wasn't there some kind of a symbol in the FedEx? And he had to do some explaining for me still to see it. But you see where the E and the X is? There's an arrow there, the shape of an arrow. I guess it was done on purpose. So, it's a nice little stopping point for a while. I don't know how long it'll take, but as luck has it, Mount Shasta is not in view over to my other side there, so in fact, I should go put the shade up. But anyway, Callie is in the cupboard. I mean, she's got to make a liar out of us. She loves it out here. Once we stop to eat or anything, and she comes out of the closet. But like this time, at least it's actually a cupboard right behind us. And yesterday I put some little blankies and stuff in it for her. So anyway, apologize that I haven't gotten to show you much of Mount Shasta. I really had my hopes up because the last time we came through here, we were heading the opposite direction. And boy, you talk about getting views of the mountain. Anyway, I'm going to turn you off. Get back to our music. Okay. Bob said, here it comes. The pilot truck had come in. Oh, look who came out. So cars are coming the other direction. Hi, Kelly. What's going on? Because we were stopped, so she came out.
That's all? It took that long for those three cars to get through there?
So we are probably going to start moving. We'll see if she stays up there. She was laying in that bed last night, though. What is it, Cal? Whoop, whoop, the brake scared her when he released the parking brake. Oh, now we are crossing over into the left lane. Oh, we were close to where they stopped us. Wait for the guy who's holding the slow sign, huh, folks? I'm nibbling on some of those little donuts. And these are little cinnamon ones, the ones that I had gotten at Dollar Tree. We go for quite a while, it looks like, up here, honey, but I feel like we're over in Europe, some of the countries where you drive on the left side of the road. Beautiful drive, though. I think the trees are going to get thicker after a while. We'll start going more through a mountain area. Won't we have to go through a mountain area, honey?
Are we in a mountain area?
A what?
Are we in a mountain area?
Oh, I guess he says we're in it. Like I say, Bob keeps me around to entertain him. They really don't have anything up here. So, no people standing or anything directing us to stay in this lane. However, there is a pilot car way up there, I'm sure. We just can't see around the FedEx truck. Because when he was coming down the other direction, he turned around. And probably got in front of the car. So we're just following the leader. On my MapQuest, it showed kind of an orange area that looked fairly long. Now our end point tonight is going to be in Hawthorne, Nevada. There's a RV there, park, an RV there. There's an RV park called Whiskey Flats, and we did stay there many years ago when we took this route. Oh, I can hear a little beeping going up here. There's another tractor up on the side of the road. Oh, let's see that. It's flashing up there with our pilot car. This Kelly must have gone under. She was out for a while, and even when we started moving, she was back on the couch. I don't see her now. Where's Kelly Cuckoo? She is. Why don't you get up in your thing and watch the traffic? See the pilot car way up there with the light flashing? I wonder if they had a lot of mud or something up here. It looked like they cleaned off the road, doesn't it, honey?
Well, they're probably putting new shoulder in.
Oh.
Repairing the shoulder.
Okay. Well, getting ready for the winter season, which I'm sure there will be snow. Well, I think I'm going to stop sharing this part with you, just one and the same. Okay, we're finally coming up to the end where we've merged back over to the right lane. There's a pilot car pulled over here on the side of the road. Isn't this exciting? Not. Need the slow person sign. And then all the cars lined up on the other side. And there we have it. Well, we turned off 89 onto 44 heading towards Susanville. And wow, we came into an area where one of those fires must have taken place. Because all the trees here, both sides of the road are burned. And I had been saying to Bob, I seem to remember that it was all trees. You know, when we came through here before, I must have been thinking of a different road. But it's not. This is it. And here's where all the trees were. So we're about 20-something miles out of Susanville. I don't know if you can see way over there, this mountain, Shasta Callie went back into her cupboard. We call that Callie's cupboard. We're really climbing an incline here. All the bird trees. And now we're coming back into the trees. There's a passing lane that we slid into. Looks like one car. Oh, that guy turned. Oh, here comes another guy. I can see out Bob's mirror. Cars are coming up next to us. Well, we've come to another road construction spot. So you can see we're stopped here. Don't know how long this one will be, but we're going to be going down to one lane again. The last one, it put us behind about 15 minutes. I had to turn because all of a sudden a little thing came up saying that Robert wanted to use my personal hotspot. So it popped up on the... that's interesting. While we're on the road, honey? Anyway. I don't see any activity anywhere. I can see the guy way up there, the flyer. At least on this one, we can see up ahead. So I'll come back on later when we see how long it's taken us. Well, we weren't stopped for very long. But when we did get moving, we're going through another burned out area. And I noticed one section had cows in them. I've never seen cows out in an area where there's trees. And here we come again up to the other side of the... Maybe not, we have stopped. And working on the shoulder here too. All those trees are burned. Both sides. We are back. Well, we just completed Highway 44 and turned on to 36. So now we're coming down a very steep hill, 6% grade, down into Susanville finally. So I thought I'd come on and let you see the scenery. What's down below us. Here we go. Here comes scenery. It's a 20 mile per hour curve. downtown area, 1 mile. When we left the RV park, we went through the little town of Mount Shasta, and it was really a cute little town, but I couldn't record because I was having to follow my maps to get us out from there onto 89, not realizing that it'd be real simple just staying on that road. Around a curve. This could be dangerous if somebody's been had a lot to drink and is in the middle of the night. Here we come, Susanville. There's an old time theater. Of course, a big bus truck goes by. The Sierra Cinemas. See, gas over at the Valero gas station's $5.79. Welcome to California. It's just a little town, not really a lot to write home about. There's gas in Sinclair at $5.89. Whoa. The guy started opening his door. I thought we would have hit it for sure. But then he spotted us. There's a Dollar Tree and a Goodwill in the same lot. How exciting, the same center. Whoa. There's a lady waving. Hi, lady. I spoke to my daughter last night. she was making all the plans for what we're going to be doing Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, as far as our shopping, what kind of stores we want to go into. She says there are so many Goodwills now. So I just want to go in the ones that are in more of the affluent areas because they tend to have the nicer stuff. And then we'll go to TJ Maxx Home Center. And possibly a Kohl's and Penny's. Just depends on if I find what I'm looking for the new house. It's a Safeway up here on the right. Like our right lane's gonna end up here. McDonald's. Can you imagine if we tried to go through a McDonald's? The motorhome. There's a horse. Okay, looks like we're heading out of town. I'm going to stop here for a while. Anything comes up that I think you might be interested in, I'll come back on. And we are coming up to the state line. There's the inspection station heading the other direction. So we're getting pretty close to crossing from California into Nevada. Now, shortly after we got on the outskirts of Susanville, we got onto Highway 395. And it's been like you see here, nothing. Okay, here's a sign that says Border Town 1 mile. So we'll leave it on this and see if there's anything interesting. Now, all those spots you see in the sky are not in the sky. Bugs up on the window. Killed a few. Once you get to this kind of terrain, I see where it's funny they're all moving that way. We're having to change lanes again here. Here we go. Yes, Reno, 17 miles. See that car. Thought he could maybe get by the truck. Like a big deal, you get by one more truck. He's probably feeling so proud of himself because he held us up on getting over. There's Border Town. Okay, there's the Nevada sign. There it is. There we go. They got a couple of buildings, and that's it. And let's see what this water is over here. It looks dirty, whatever it is. Any signs, can't find what it is. Okay, well I'm going to turn you off. I don't see anything really out here to look at. Come back on as we're starting to see Reno. Way over in the distance, you can see the casino area of Reno. So it's getting close to 1 o'clock, and we're coming down into the Reno area. Still on 395. Now, Reno means a little something special to Bob and I, because this is where we got married 33 years ago. Now we're coming near traffic. We're coming up to Interstate 8080, which we won't be taking that. That's why it's all get kind of a mishmash. That guy just crossed over the lanes. Always makes me nervous when we get into this kind of traffic with the motorhome. Over here to my left, you can see that tall building. It's changed hands several times. I think it's been at Bally's and all kinds of different hotels. But there's also a nice RV park adjacent to it. So we have stayed there a couple of times. It's also very close to McLaren Airport. Let's see if I can get you a good view of downtown here. Sorry about that. Thought I had moved to. Oh, it is very bumpy. It's cinematic or whatever you call it. So that's the city way over there. To go to. I don't know who is running this now. GSR. Talking about this big hotel here. What does the GSR stand for? Oh, grand something. Anyway. Now we're heading down towards Shasta City, which, in case you don't remember, is the capital of Nevada. Carson City is when we're going to turn off and go down another highway. So I'll come back on. And now coming down into Carson City, which is the capital of Nevada. In a couple of miles, we're going to get off on Highway 50 and head east. If we headed west, we'd be going up to Lake Tahoe. About a mile and 3/4. shortly after we get off here, we're going to get gasoline. And I next to us is driving on real slow, and all of a sudden it dawns on her, oh my God, there's a motorhome next to me. How am I going to get on? So just don't look ahead, pay attention. See, 50 East goes to Dayton. And Dayton is where Bob's twin brother and wife live. However, we're not stopping to see them because they are out in their RV somewhere in the United States. They were making several month trip. So we're getting off. Let's get off. Like gas over there says $4.79, and this is one of the roads you would take if you wanted to go over to Virginia City. Virginia City is a place. It is one of the few places that my family got to go to when I was growing up, because my uncle loved to go there, and so we would follow he and his 5 kids. We had 4, and they had 5. And we'd pull into like a tent area and sleep in our cars. But Virginia City was an old gold mining town. Silver mining. I still love going there. We went there a few years back, but we were with Bob's brother and wife, and it was pouring that day. So we got out and tried to walk around, but we couldn't walk around too much, as much as I would normally have liked to. And when we get on this road, I'm going to have to help keep an eye out for the gas station that we know we can get into with the motorhome easily. I think I'm going to get off while we're looking, and I'll come back on after a bit. And we have pulled into a big Maverick gas station, and we are over here to the side where there's areas for RVs and big trucks. So over there are the cars, kind of like that one we stop in Oregon. Now, here's a FedEx truck. You see that arrow where the E and the X? I have to kind of adjust my eyes to see it. But that's it. So, they've got a nice truck exit here. You can go out, make the left turns to get back onto 50. And it's got a big little store. And the gas is $4.71 here. So much better than in California. It's pretty warm. It's in the 70s, it feels like. Oh, guess who's saying something? Hi. Yeah, is it hot for you? Yeah? Yeah, I agree. Why don't you stay out here? It'd be cooler. Huh? Think about it. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, boy. You've sure been keeping to yourself this trip. How come? How come? Okay, Daddy's back there. Daddy's back there. See, we're all piled up in here with blankets and everything. Earlier, when she was out, she was sitting up there in that window. Oh, I think you might have seen that. I think I took a picture. Yeah, I just popped my rib out. I'm always doing things like that. Okay, well, I'm going to get off, and I'll come back on after we're down the highways away before we hit 95 south. And that will be what will be on most of the day tomorrow. Okay, here's the new princess. And she's upset because Daddy walked off without us. He had to go into the building to arrange for the payment. Yeah. Oh, Betty gave us eyes. What do you see? Huh? You have anything to say? Callie? Do you have anything to say? I always wonder what's going on in those little heads. Yeah. Let's get up to this. Hey, say something. Say something. Oh, yeah, that was just something. Now she's going to get down and check something else out. We are now turning off of Avenue 50, turning on to Ramsey Weeks Cutoff, which is actually
in 3.4 miles, turn right onto US Highway 95A South.
onto 95. It's like a little cutoff going over to 95. And 95 would take us all the way into Vegas tomorrow. Let's follow this. See, this is a very busy area. Okay, well, this is the second stop on this road. I didn't come on during the last one, where it said there could be a 30-minute wait for construction. Now, we are only like a mile, a mile, honey, or 0.3 mile? Yeah, 0.3 miles from where we turn on to actually, what is it, Nevada?
No, US 95.
US 95. We're on 95A, which is the alternate, which takes kind of around to get over to it. So, here we sit, broken-hearted, paid a nickel. When will we start it? I got a look from Bob. So, it kind of looks like that's the front of the line up there, doesn't it, hon? And they just came to a stop, so we don't know. We just want to get there. We only have like a half hour to go. Bob's tired of driving. You can see the tractors moving up there across the road. They let the other cars go through, but they made them go down that way, huh? Or is that 95?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's 95. Looks like they're stopping them too. These crazy people. Why do they feel they have to get all this road construction fixed before the winter comes? Duh. Because of snow. Well, they're letting them through. They just came up. Why do they get to go through? Well, one of these days we'll be moving, and maybe I'll come back on then. We finally got out of that stoppage. They were stopping people from 3 different directions, so that's why it took a while. We're getting pretty close to Hawthorne, but it's kind of pretty, so I thought I'd come back on now. Nice hill in front of us. The water out there, and in the distance is Hawthorne, I think. It's also the home of an army base. These signs, instead of saying one for horses, it says a major sheep crossing. I don't see any yet. Up in here, they're pretty. Like I say, there's a lot of bugs on the windshield, so just ignore those. Figure Kelly out. I mean, when we went home last year, she was out like the second day, and she sat on the dashboard here, could not get enough of being out here in the motorhome. Now this trip, if we stop, she comes out and says a few words, and then she goes right back in the cupboard. why we call her Kelly Cuckoo? Because she's cuckoo. There were signs for a lot of the beaches down here to our left. Major sheep crossing. I mean, this is so major, they even have those signs lit up. Now they have the speed slow down.
We're already going under 50 to get this motor.
Yeah, we're going under 50 because the guy leading the line here is crazy motorhome, go in a car. I mean, a big semi-truck passed it. The truck also passed the next two cars in front of us, too. Well, this is the town of Walker Lake. Okay, not Hawthorne yet. Be darn. You can go park out there on the beach. It says RV parking. If you want to go out there and not have any hookups or anything. Cliff House restaurant or resort? Oh, it's down there. Oh, some resort. Okay. Well, this isn't Hawthorne, so I'm going to get off and come back on again. I want to point out there's a big army base over there. It goes all the way back over that way. Again, there's spots in the sky or dead bugs. See all those little huts, whatever you want to call them.
I think it's weapons storage. It's an army depot.
Bob says they're probably weapons storage. It's an Army Depot Center. Wasn't Brad stationed out here one time or something?
No, he's the Marines.
Marine. We are coming upon the town of Hawthorne. We had to go so slow because that motorhome in front of us towed a car. He's been doing 50. And it was like 70 along here. The last two cars that were behind me finally were able to pass. But it doesn't help us any. We're not going to be able to do that now. Okay, U.S. Army Depot, main gate, 1 mile. Funny if this guy pulls in at the same part we're going in. Then you can question, why were you going so slow? Brakes on. Slow down even more. Okay, 55 mile an hour speed. Well, now he can speed up to 55, huh? Okay. So this is part of the Army also, I think, on the right side here. That looks like military. watching for the RV park.
Probably about 3 miles.
Maybe about 3 miles, I guess. I poppy here at my leg. Hold it still. Oh, there's a golf course over there and a trap club. Yep, Hawthorne Army Depot. So we're all, so it's the largest Army Depot. Army weapons. Through traffic, use left lane. So now everybody's going to try to go around that RV. We at least got over. They didn't. Speed limit's down to 45.
I don't know why they want us to use the left lane.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe we're not through traffic.
Huh? It looks like I see some signs up in the road. We'll just have another. I see a McDonald's up there. And a U.S. flag.
Looks like it right here.
Oh, and here's an RV park over here, so this must be it, maybe. We hope. It is! Whiskey Flats, where do you turn in? Yeah, looks like up here more. Oh, I remember this place. We are now entering Whiskey Flats RV Park off of Highway 95. Little bumpy here. Sorry, folks. My arms bumping around. Let's see. Probably go around the front there, huh? Here to the RV park store. I'll be right back on. It's got a nice little store in here. Little area. And you can sit down and watch some TV. We have checked in. It was very reasonable. Even with a $10 tax, it's only $44 for the night. Whew, so we need to go up. Okay, we're all checked in. It's only $44 a night, and that included $10 tax. So we're gonna go back to our spot. You can see all the really nice looking spots. They all look pretty full too. So we need to go down past garbage dumpster. You can see over here they've got storage for people for their RVs. And storage units back here too. This way, right?
Through the fence.
No, can't get back through then. Anyway, we're having a discussion because we're going the wrong way. No.
You weren't listening to what the guy said.
I did listen to the man. I don't listen to men. What do you mean? So anyway, we go outside the fence, go down along here, and then up here we'll be turning in on the very front road. Going into space number 53 good size. They got a little fence between them. You see any numbers, honey?
57, 56, or just on the other side of this.
Yeah, 53. Okay, we're pulling in here. So this is really a good size. We don't have to unhook the car unless we want to.
Trees in the way.
There we go. So that will be it for tonight. See you in the morning.